What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So I am happy with today. Road to 2000 is moving slowly, but it's getting there, right? So on the week, up $1,000. Today, I actually took a trade early last night for $202, and then on my other Express account, I got caught in the chop today, so I lost $154, which is fine because I'm still up on the week. All right, if I take a look at the day, same thing, right? This is on an hour, and it's crazy when you look at the hour, it's so much cleaner than the 5 minute. Right, my trade today, we'll take a look at it. Let's actually go back to Topstep real quick. So looking at the trade, this was my Topstep level, and same thing, right? We talk about this is the 5 minute area right here. All of this today was chop. You can see this right here. So if you go to MNQ, let's just move into this right here. All of this is what you're dealing with from when the market is open. All of this right here. This is all chop. This is why Topstep's levels, right? All this is chop. So for a good amount of time, we're just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, right? And so why I keep saying that I'm switching over to the higher time frames is because this, even though my level is here and I need to tell myself, trust yourself, trust yourself, trust yourself. I actually took my entry here on this trade today. Let's actually look at that real quick. And I psyched myself out, right, because I added. And so this was my entry, which you can kind of see. Let's go back here on MNQ. Give me a second. So where's my, here we go, show chart confirmations. There we go. So you can see right in here on the 1 minute, I basically got in. And I was looking at the 5 minute at the time, and to get in right about here and to add, and then I got psychologically it started to kind of reverse back on me. Never came down to this level, and then obviously it took off. This is on the 1 minute. Okay, this is the 5 minute, and this is the 15 minute. And so why I keep saying that I need to switch over to the 15 minute is because of this, right? If I'm in a bigger time frame, I'm not dealing with all this noise and chop, and it's valid, right? We never come back lower below the level that I wanted. And if I stayed in it, I mean, once again, you catch this move, I mean, there's 90 points right there. And so once again, it's a learning experience, and I'm constantly trying to learn from my mistakes, regardless of if it's an up and down. But this was it today, right? This is a trade. And this is why I'm going to be sticking with a higher time frame in regards to everything else. And so my charts now look like this. And let me go ahead and remove the show confirmations. But this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a 5 minute on the bottom, like this. And then on top, I'm looking at my 15 minute. Okay. And I have another chart that's usually open, but once again, I mean, this is spot on right here on a 15 minute. This is a good entry, right? Good entry. I have my 200 underneath. And this was it, so you just got to execute better. If I go to Trading View and we look at just the replay, so on ES, levels are on point, looking at everything. So this is NQ. Let's look at this real quick, and I will, look at this and reverse it because that's what I do. Is I like to back test and look at things. But this is when the market opened earlier today. Here we go. So looking at today, we were between 2 4-hour levels and a monthly level, right? I did another video. Whenever we get to monthly levels, we have a huge pullback, and that's exactly what happened. We pulled all the way back to it. If you go to the 15 minute, you can see right here, we are literally chopping around in the 15 minute. We push down to the daily level, I believe, and then we, slowly start moving up. But this was it today. Once we broke this 4-hour level up top, we literally retested on the monthly level, and then we just continued to fade up. There we go. So the levels are on point. The levels are working. I'm happy with my analysis piece. I think where I need to be better is just my entries, right? If I had to do this all over again, I would have done exactly this, where I, once again, mark my levels or my lows, Doing the same thing here, right? Same thing up here. All right, once I know that my 4 hour is tapped, and let's go to a 5 minute now, right? Let's go to a 5 minute. There we go. So this could have been your entry right here. Stop loss, right? Possibly, right? Without it possibly taking you out. But this this today was very hard. And so this is an example, right? 5 minute right here. So on a 15 minute, you can see like you're still in it, right? And so the bigger time frames are working. The bigger time frames is exactly what I'm going to be working on more consistent. I just got to be more patient. But the direction I got right, which that's what I'm taking away from today, is I did get my direction right. I am happy with getting the bias right. I'm happy with being more patient. And next time I just need to just slow it down a little bit more, right? So let me show you real quick. So there's my 50 EMA, there's my 200 EMA. And so everything was lined up today. Everything was lined up, and I just didn't execute the best way. But I mean, realistically speaking, we faded up. And if you would have gotten at that low, I mean, you're looking at a good amount. At least worst case scenario, targeting the daily liquidity. All right. What ended up happening, I do believe, is we broke through that level. But ultimately, this is it. So we're just waiting for things to break through. And so if I go to look at ES, same exact thing with ES. ES was a little bit different, but same exact strategy. ES actually was, instead of a monthly level it coming down, it actually broke through a 4 hour level to the upside. So if you look here, you can see there's our break to the upside. And we're just waiting to come back down, right? And so in a sense, this right here was your retest, right? And then you can see we never came back down afterwards, right? And so same thing on ES. If you get in here on the retest, right, you're looking at 25 points, give or take. If you're trading ES by itself, that's about $1,000, $1,200, give or take. And so I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the bias. I know I did take a loss today, but I am happy with being able to get the direction right. When I look back at my trades and when I journal this, it's going to be that. It's going to be got the direction right, on point with the levels. Can you be more patient? Can you deal with can you deal with the onslaught of all of this? And it's crazy, because looking at both NQ and also ES side by side, sometimes I'm pulled to NQ when I'm trying to take a trade on ES, and sometimes I'm pulled to ES when I'm trying to take a trade on NQ. And so when this happened today, I was just looking at, okay, like we broke through it. Now where's your entry? And so this could have been an entry right here. If you got an entry here, I mean, there's about 15 points right there to the upside if you're trading ES. And so that's what I'm taking away from it. Bigger levels are working. That is the beauty of it. The bigger levels are definitely working. I think my analysis at the beginning is working too. So it's just a matter of now waiting, right? If I can wait more, and I need to wait, not even if I can, but I need to wait more to where we get back to certain levels, right? I'm not up at 3 a.m. I'm up closer to, this time from right here. So wait for the market to give you some type of indication, right? Once I see this and they break out right here, then it's like, okay, cool, we get another close here. Now I'm just waiting for a retest to one of these two levels right here, right? And if I would have done that correctly, then it would have been a good amount of money. Same exact thing with NQ, right? If I remove these 5-minute areas, 5-minute zones, and do the same exact thing with NQ, right? We have chop, 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 chop. We have a breakout of the 4 hour level right about here. Let me see if I can actually go back so we can see a little bit cleaner. All right, so we have chop, chop, chop. Ideally, would I like to get into it here? Yes. I would like to get into it right about here or at that low right there, one of these two. But if you look at it, here's our break, here's our retest. Okay, this is our retest, right? And looking at this again, once again, on a 5-minute versus the 15-minute, look how this looks. On a 15-minute, it doesn't even look bearish, right? Where on a 5-minute, you're seeing bearish candle, right? And so this for me is what I'm working on going forward. So that way I don't have to deal with all that noise of it coming down, right? This is the first bearish candle right there, right? There's another bearish candle right there. But now that's a huge retest. And guess what? Okay, we keep coming down. We then go up. We still coming down, right, on the 4-hour level, right? We then come down to the monthly level, right? Once again, there's another pullback to the monthly level, and then we rally up afterwards. And so this is what I'm working on, is just trying to be more patient. And once again, you go daily level to the upside. And so once you can identify the trend of everything. And so that is my focus going forward. I'm happy with today's trade. Once again, even though I took a loss, if you look at it, most of my positions were long. And all of this was really more so just me adding different positions right here. So I think if I wouldn't have added and tried to go a little bit heavier, I probably would have stayed in, and it probably wouldn't have messed with me psychologically. So that's what I'm taking away from it. One short. Once I saw that, I changed my bias and we went long. It's just doing it at 635 makes no sense. I need to wait for some type of breakout. Even though this trade at 635, if we look at it again, let's go back here. So at 635, so this is a good example too. So at 635, we're here, right? And so if I would have gotten in here at 635, and even from trading the minis, right, or the micros, this would have been $80 I had to risk, which is fine. But the entry I really want to get is down here. And so when that happened, guess what? We started to come down again, right? And so this is what's happening more and more, and I'm realizing that. And so, and if you're trading NQ, I mean, this is the amount of you got to deal with in regards to loss, and now you're stomped out. When in actuality, if you're just waiting for just a 15-minute, right, that's it right there. You wait for that bearish candle on the 15-minute. You can confirm it now on the 5-minute, right? Wait for this, once again, bearish candle right here on the 5-minute. And then you can go, you know what? There we go. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to risk that. And then you can target whatever you want to target going up, right? And then if I switch over to the 15-minute, you can see now we don't really come back down. We actually go up. And so this is my focus going forward. And so this is what I took away from today's trade. I need to be more disciplined. I need to continue to be a little bit more patient. Take the trades at these areas right here, which is the 4-hour and daily liquidity areas. This would have been a great buy zone here because it's cheaper. You have the 200 EMA here too. So it would have been a great area to take along, because from that point on, we never really came down. And so that's the beauty of it. If we can do that, I mean, look at that. All right, we're talking about a good amount right there. Maybe that's almost 200 points. So good day. All in all, I will consider this a good day because I didn't blow my account. I'll consider it a good day because I'm still up on the week. I am taking time to appreciate the journey of everything. So that's it on today's video. And once again, we'll be back. Tomorrow is Friday, so I'm going to be very minimal and very short in regards to trading. But I'm going to post a video afterwards, win or lose. So see you guys in the next video.